the public school model comes from Prussia, which was the precursors to Nazi Germany. Like it was, and basically it was designed because the Prussians had this big problem where their soldiers, they had these conscripted armies, you know, they're all drafted against their will, and they would do these fucked up things like run.
What do you mean?
Like in the middle of a battle, they'd be like, you'd have this drafted army of slaves,
and, like,
and they'd be like, you're going to go kill all those people over there. Go. And they'd run the other way or piss themselves and just get shot, you know?
Yeah.
And so they came up with this concept of school to fucking get young people young, to fucking indoctrinate them into like worshiping the state so that they'd be ready to sacrifice their lives by the time they were 16, 17 years old. And Horace Mann wrote about this when he's like considered the godfather of public school in America, and brought it over here in the late 1800s. And he basically said, he was like, look, we're adopting the Prussian model. What? But he kind of had this caveat where he was like, well, I mean, if they can, you know, use this model to, you know, indoctrinate people to their kind of like, you know, despotic state, certainly we can use it for good. to you know, indoctrinate people into the democratic republic, you know, like it's so kind of our ideals. But what the state has always been, I mean, if you just look at it from the very beginning, they sit there and they praise that they state their allegiance to the fucking government. It's the first thing they have kids do. So it's always been fucked up. It's always been used for evil. However, this latest chapter is particularly weird and is really getting a lot of parents fucking furious. If you say, I pledge allegiance to the flag, you know, and the republic for which it stands. Okay, so, you know, goofy libertarians like me are like, well, yeah, that's worshiping the state. I want my kid to be like a critical, independent thinker. But the vast majority of Americans are like, I don't know, that sounds pretty good to me. But when you're talking about like telling, you know, 6-year-old boys and girls that really they're not boys and girls and they could be whatever they want to be and all this, there is no consensus on that. And particularly in a lot of areas in this country, that's like a real attack on everything the parents believe, particularly for like Christian Americans or something like that. It's like, what the fuck? No, I don't agree with that. So they're pretty up in arms over it. I got to say, I mean, again, like, I know kind of like saying the pro-life thing and now saying this, I kind of come off like some conservative, but I'm not. I'm a fucking anarchist, and I don't, you know, I'm not like some fucking conservative at all. So this wasn't a right-wing thing or a left-wing thing. As of like 5 years ago, this was just what everybody fucking believed, that it's like, no, that's fucking really weird to start teaching any type of like sexual identity to 6-year-olds. It's like very bizarre.